Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Oh my goodness, I've had an episode. So I went to put my helmet on, having set up the tent at the campsite out in Hathersage, only to find that the hinge that holds the flip-up visor bit on had broken. So the helmet was trashed. I can still wear it as an open face helmet by taking off the flip-up attachment, which I did, but that's no good for my filming because obviously can't get good audio with an open face helmet. So there we go. I've had to make an unexpected trip into a place that I had no intention of going, Sheffield, to buy a new helmet. So there we go. Thank you, Halfords. Now we can get on the road again. No trip to the Peak District National Park would be complete without a trip to Matlock Bath. So that's going to be the next stop. See you in a bit. So here we are then in Matlock Bath. What is Matlock Bath all about? Well, 7 or 8 chip shops, ice cream parlours, loads of pubs, lights. It's kind of a seaside town. Amusements, there is a motorcycle gear shop, and it is of course a magnet for motorcyclists. Lots of nice looking bikes here today, including, I've just been chatting with this guy here, the one that my son rides, Triumph 765. So anyway, it's a seaside town, nowhere near the sea. You couldn't really get any further away. So I'm off now to get some food for my dinner. I'm going back to the campsite and get myself fed. You take care. Now, I used to live in Matlock Bath, and of course it's still winter here, but there would be weekends in the summer where there would be several hundred motorcycles parked all the way along here. It just is that kind of place. Anyway, we're heading north now along the A6 through Matlock Bath and then on to Hathersage, which is where my tent is already set up and waiting for me. I wonder what I want for dinner. I just don't know. I'm trying to get used to this new helmet. It's fairly bog standard, 2 wheels, LS2 full face. It's not what I'm used to. It's a bit tight around the ears. Probably my voice is going to sound a little bit different on the videos. Anyway, it's only a temporary ad hoc measure. As you know, the other helmet went horribly wrong and I have to get a replacement. I'm going to stop off at Sainsbury's in Matlock and decide what I'm going to eat, grab a few beers and then head back up through the Chatsworth estate and on to Hathersage. I do not think that me going shopping in Sainsbury's is worthy content material, and so when I get there I'm going to stop filming and I'll see you in a bit. That's another thing, this helmet being brand new is also still very tight. It'll loosen up, but it's making me bite the inside of my mouth sometimes. So if I suddenly go ouch in a video, you'll know what it is. This is Matlock that we're riding through now, or the outskirts of it. And this particular bypass here was built as part of the squalid deal that was made between the town council and Sainsbury's, so they could get planning permission for their huge supermarket, to which I might mention there was a lot of local opposition. But as is often the case in these matters, the force of capital won the argument. So here we are, Sainsbury's in Matlock. Exactly the same as Sainsbury's anywhere else. See you in a bit. Stop recording. Well now, we've come off the A6 between Matlock and Bakewell at a place called Rousley, and we are now heading through the Chatsworth estate, a throwback to feudal times when wealthy aristocrats sat around idle eating fabulous food and peasants toiled in the land. Yes, it's not all that different these days. Anyway, this is Chatsworth Estate. It's often the case, particularly early morning and late evening, that you will be riding along here and all of a sudden you will see a pack of deer over on the hill there. Anyway, big house is down there. I'm not stopping off there today. Not the kind of thing that interests me as a thoroughgoing anarcho-socialist Marxist motherfucker. For now, it's enough to be heading back to the campsite. It's nice to know that the tent is set up and waiting for me. I picked up some very simple food at Sainsbury's. I like to keep my camping fare quite simple. I've got better things to do, like editing today's footage, than to be sitting around for hours on end making a cordon bleu meal. I went for a jar of curry sauce, some shiitake mushrooms, and a couple of chapatis, and that will keep me topped up until tomorrow. It's actually quite a lovely ride from here back up to Hathersage. We're going to see some nice things along the way, including some more gritstone edges. It's getting quite chilly now. It's about 5:30 in the evening, and whilst there's not a great deal of wind, the temperature is plummeting. It's forecast to be about 2 degrees tonight, so I'm not too worried about that being in the tent. Oh, motorcycle on the side of the road. I wonder if he's okay. Yeah, he's just stopped. Little village of Baslow coming up. This is quite a nice place. They've actually got a Michelin-starred restaurant here. Fisher's, if memory serves. I once worked with a chef who had worked there. Calvert. Another nice little village. And when we get to the crossroads here, we'll be turning right, heading up toward Hathersage. Yeah, there's quite a sizable part of me that does miss riding around Derbyshire. Maybe I should come back more often. I've just realised I was indicating there and I didn't need to be. We are now on the road to Hathersage. And this is actually a really nice road to ride. The B6001. Very nice indeed. Big sweeping curves, decent road surface. Lovely. And some fabulous views over the moors. Well, the light is beginning to fade, and so I'm going to end my filming for today around about here. Thank you all for watching. If you like what you've seen, watch some more. There is plenty more content to come. Thank you to my new subscribers. Welcome aboard. And I'll see you in the next one. We are the Mighty Guru Yogas. Stop recording!